Let's turn to Wamsi Mohan this morning, Bank of America senior research analyst, for more on Apple. Wamsi, good morning. Good to have you.
Thanks for having me, Carl.
Josh obviously pointed out strength in iPhone, but small delay in September. China risk obviously remains. No guide for the second consecutive quarter. Is enthusiasm tempered because of that?
No, I don't think so, Carl. Look, I mean, no guide for the September quarter, I think was largely expected. When we previewed, we thought that the delay of the iPhone was going to lead to a situation like this. What we're really seeing is a deferral of the September strength into December. In fact, December could be so big that you might actually get the first $100 billion revenue quarter for Apple in its history. And I think the timing of this is less consequential. If anything, you could actually look at this as fiscal 21 having two cycles almost. You get the benefit of sort of iPhone 12 in the December quarter, and then next September, if there's the launch of another phone, you sort of straddle both of those in this fiscal year, which is a unique thing to happen. So I don't think it changes the fundamental story here. What it really does is reinforce the fact that, just like Josh pointed out, that you have in the last 10 quarters, 5 quarters in which the iPhone revenue declined, but Apple's overall revenues went up. So despite weakness in iPhone, the company can grow. Clearly, services and wearables and other things are doing extremely well. So we have a company now that is decoupling from a very tightly iPhone cycle-centric story to something that is much more broader.
Hey, Wamsi, it's Deirdre on the West Coast. Good morning. I love that Cook called it a decent quarter, and this morning it's become the largest company in the world. Talking about those other revenue streams, Cook mentioned education demand to Josh. What's the opportunity here, and where does it stand in this landscape, especially relative to Google, say, that has seen huge demand for classroom and its education products?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. Look, I mean, education, huge opportunity. As you're seeing from a demographic perspective, really, the younger generation is really way more Apple-centric than the older generation. And this just plays very strongly to Apple. These are kids that are growing up with Apple products. You know, you have both on the iPad side, the Mac side, the iPhone side, all of these that are now being used as tools at home for driving education needs. And Apple is just super underpenetrated. I mean, if you look at the market shares of Apple relative to the total addressable market for any of these opportunities, it's still tiny. I mean, Mac is still low double digit compared to sort of, you know, the PC market in general. So there's just a lot of opportunity for share gain, and the demographics are truly in their favor. So education is one big opportunity. I think enterprise, you know, they made some small references about business chat in here, but enterprise is another huge opportunity for Apple. So you still have a company that has massive product lineup, which is very, very underpenetrated, and they still play at the very high end of the price spectrum. So they got this pricing umbrella, which if they wanted to, they could flex to some degree if they're able to take cost out with all this vertical integration and then become even more competitive in the marketplace. So it's just a tremendous opportunity for them.
Yeah, we never even got to chip integration. Wamsi, 6%, almost 7% move is hard to ignore. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for the help today.
Thanks, Carl.
Wamsi Mohan.